Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the B-League basketball fixture between our hosts, Mikawa Seahorses versus the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. This is B-League basketball, and we're live here. We're getting to a roundup and very close now to the playoffs. Well, the Kawasaki Brave Thunders currently right now leading the way here in the B-League with a very, very impressive way that they've gone about themselves this season. They're currently now 40-13, currently standing in the Eastern Conference ahead of Utsunomiya Brex and Alvak Tokyo. Well, in the West, of course, you have the Mikawa Seahorses currently sitting at 29-20. They're in the Western Division, just behind the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins and Shimane, along with the Ryuko Golden Kings. Well, the Golden Kings are the best team so far here in the B-League this season. Well, there you can take a look at their records currently at the moment. Well, 48 wins along with only 6 losses. It's been a very, very good year for them so far this season. And it's going to be very interesting to see who gets the wild card coming in to the playoffs this year. Well, it's going to be a tough task, of course, here for the Mikawa Seahorses, but they need to try and take care of business here at home. And it doesn't get any tougher than this when you go up against one of the best teams here in the B-League, that being the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, for the visitors, some of the key players you want to look out for, at least, are going to be players such as, well, there you can see the wild card. Well, the Mikawa Seahorses currently sitting in second place for that wild card, just behind Utsunomiya Brex. With 30 wins and 21 losses, a win here tonight will more or less give them a stronger say of where they need to finish here. Again, they really need to try and make sure they go and obtain that. We will see momentarily. Remember, this is B-League basketball. It's live. Well, that's how it's looking right now there for the playoffs, of course. You're looking at a potential B-League championship. Remember, last season it was the Chiba Jets who defeated Utsunomiya Brex in the final in a very, very close Game 3. Well, the Brex did bounce back in Game 2 and were able to take it to a third game. But here you can see the Seahorses of Mikawa. The fans now coming very, very loud and proud in this game. Well, statistically, of course, if you look at these two teams, of course, I mean, one thing that's going to be sure about the Kawasaki Brave Thunders is that they're going to try and run as much as possible down low to Nick Fazekas. Well, the intelligent player, of course, of Pablo Aguilar, the former Spanish international player. Followed up by the shooting, of course, of, as we mentioned, Matt Janning. Now, Matt Janning spending the majority of his career playing in the NBA G League previously with the Maine Red Claws. And then, of course, moving over to Europe, where he had a very phenomenal career, playing with top clubs such as Baskonia in the ACB. And also was a naturalized player for the Georgian national team, which will be interesting to see if he features for Georgia this coming summer at the FIBA Eurobasket. Well, the fan right there, currently still sleeping. Somebody needs to wake him up and let him know it's game time. As the Kawasaki Brave Thunders, they're in town, and they'll be trying to take a very crucial victory here. Well, we just talked about the Kawasaki Brave Thunders and some of their key players. Well, Yuma Fuji is their captain. Now, Yuma Fuji, no doubt we'll see him feature for Japan this summer at the upcoming FIBA Asia Cup. Well, another key player to look out for is the likes of Ryosei Shinoyama, infamous for his one-handed fadeaway. Now, there's their head coach, Kenji Sato. Again, a very well-experienced basketball coach and very well-respected all over Asia is Kenji Sato. Renowned for his defensive plays. And again, we're talking about the offense here for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. I mean, no doubt they're going to try and go everything, of course, through the likes of Nick Fazekas. Well, the players to look out here for the Mikawa Seahorses, Kyle Collingsworth, their American, along with Anthony Lawrence and Jared Uthoff. Well, Devontae Gardner is going to be key for them. But also you have an Olympic basketball player there, Avi Schaffer, standing at 6'8", grew up in Japan with an American father and a Japanese mother. Well, their head coach, of course, another rising star, Suzuki Kimikazu, excuse me. My apologies. Well, he was also the head coach of the Japanese national team 2 times, was Kimikazu as well. So again, another very well-respected coach. And again, a big project he's been working on here with the Mikawa Seahorses. Well, here's the previous game of the Mikawa Seahorses. Now you can see the perimeter shooting from Avi Schaffer. Again, he's been playing phenomenal basketball, but again, can he replicate this for the Japanese national team? Well, they're definitely going to need him this summer in Indonesia at the FIBA Asia Cup. But right now, I think he's going to be thinking about getting the Mikawa Seahorses to the B-League Championship. It's one part of his game he's definitely improved. There you can see shooting a very impressive 62.5% from the perimeter. Well, there you can see Jordan Heath and Nick Fazekas. Well, Fazekas, another member of the Japanese national team. Again, Fazekas, such a high release. You just can't guard him. I mean, he's a phenomenal basketball player. And there you can see just going to work there in the low block against Alvak Tokyo, giving the business. I mean, that's a beautiful pass there between Nick Fazekas and Matt Janning. I mean, Matt Janning's movement off the ball is phenomenal. That's why this is such a good basketball team. Well, the key thing here tonight for the Seahorses Mikawa, they need to make sure that they try and stop Nick Fazekas in the low block as much as possible. Really make it tough for him and try to force everything through Jordan Heath, of course. Again, it's easier said than done, and it's going to be a very tough game to say the least, but it's live, and this is B-League basketball. Well, there are 3 officials here tonight for tonight's game, and again, we're very proud to say we have some of the finest officials here in Asia. They've done an excellent job in all of our competitions, and they'll continue to do so here tonight in this B-League basketball fixture. Remember, this is the Japan's B-League, one of the top professional leagues here in Asia. We just have to see the fans here. Every week, B-League games are completely sold out. It's a great atmosphere. And again, if you are in Japan, make sure you get yourself to a B-League game. 2 conferences, East and West. Just simply great basketball to watch. Well, we're going to take a look now at the starting 5 there. Now, you can see Nick Fazekas is going to come out and be the starting center here. No doubt, of course, for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, they're also going to start with Yuma Fuji, their captain. So Kenji Sato, again, not much of a change in his starting lineup. They'll try and play with a little bit of speed with Yuma Fuji. They got the perimeter shooting of Nick Fazekas. So again, it's a lot of options they can go to here tonight. Well, for the Mikawa Seahorses, no doubt we're going to see Devontae Gardner in the starting lineup, Anthony Lawrence as well. They're going to try and use their size and physicality as much as possible. I mean, Kyle Collinsworth really needs to try and control the rebounds as much as possible here tonight for the Mikawa Seahorses, just to give him that physical edge here in the low block. Well, for the Mikawa Seahorses, as we mentioned there, you can see their starting lineup. Well, interesting, Shinsuke Kashiwagi will be coming into the lineup here for them. Well, the 183-centimeter point guard will be playing in the backcourt, so a very interesting decision there by Suzuki Kimikazu. I just wonder as well if he feels that this game possibly could be won on the perimeter. Well, Anthony Lawrence as well will be their go-to player. Well, Avi Schaffer as well, also in the starting line. Number 19, Yudai Nishida. Well, Yudai Nishida played very well for Japan in the opening window of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers back in November. And Devontae Gardner will be there big. Now, the one problem you're going to see that the Mikawa Seahorses will have here tonight is the size and how they match up against Nick Fazekas. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us. This is the B-League Basketball. It's the Mikawa Seahorses versus Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Don't go anywhere as we are set for tip. Well, the first possession of the game now will go here to Mikawa Seahorses here as well. You can see Fazekas tries a love down low to Aguilar in the reverse slap. And already the high-low play between the two bigs, really unstoppable. Well, Gardner now looking for a handoff here, finds Nishida. And Nishida is a good shooter from downtown, so again, you can try and come off these pick and rolls, give him an option. Go down to Abby Schaffer, and again, deja vu between these two teams, a very similar play. Well, the assist came from Devontae Gardner fighting Abby Schaffer. Fazekas now. Top of the key now, looking for a handoff. With Yuma Fuji, he'll try a three. The three is up, the three is tucked away. Well, the assist coming from Nick Fazekas, and a great shot there off the screen from Yuma Fuji. Anthony Lawrence now giving the ball up, and the Cal Seahorses try to get into that sets early here. Well, Gardner now looking to back down here against Jordan Heath. Spins around, puts it off the backboard. He kisses that one off the glass. A strong move going to the basket there. Fuji now loses balance, kicks out to Heath. Well, Heath will try a perimeter shot. The three is up. It's no good. Well, Gardner secures a rebound, and now the Mikawa Seahorses can push this one. Well, good ball movement left wide open. He'll try a three-pointer. Doesn't get it. Fazekas with the rebound, and now the Kawasaki Brave Thunders will try to slow this one down here. Well, Fazekas now looking for another handoff with Fuji. Well, there's a pick and pop now. Fazekas can make these shots. He tries a three-pointer, and it's nothing but net from Nick Fazekas. Well, Fazekas, we've seen that time and time again, especially back in the summer of 2018, in which it was a very impressive victory for Japan against Australia. 2019 FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Well, now Lawrence here looking to hesitate. Bit of contact against Fazekas, puts up the floater. He can't get it. Well, Fuji just almost lost control of the basketball. Tries it back down now, goes into the left hand, and he gets the one. The foul is on Abby Schaffer, so there we go on the free throw line now here for two shots. I mean, look at the post-up play here. Bit of contact now, goes straight in the key, but look at the finger roll. Right off the backboard. Well, one thing the Kawasaki Brave Thunders are going to have here against the Mikawa Seahorses is going to be size and physicality, and already you can see that a high-low play going between Fazekas and Pablo Aguilar. But this time, post up from the backcourt players. It makes a three-point play now. 7-point lead here to the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Goes down the lane, puts up a little teardrop, doesn't get it, gets his own rebound, goes up one more time, an even tougher shot, but Fazekas with a rebound. A great defense by the Brave Thunders. Go down low to Aguilar, good ball, but Fazekas one more time, doesn't get it. But Heath with the offensive rebound, goes up and it gets rejected, but it's going to be a foul. The foul is going to be called against Anthony Lawrence, but again, the Mikawa Seahorses have to take care of the rebounds. There's two offensive rebounds there for Jordan Heath. Again, if you're going to kill him here, but we got a timeout now called by the Mikawa Seahorses, and they need to sort themselves out as Jordan Heath will be going the free throw line now for two shots. Well, as we mentioned, we saw Yuda Nishida play for the Japanese national team in the first window of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. And in a game like this, he's going to have to really try and make sure he gets off the mark and gets things going from the perimeter. Well, Heath now will take the first free throw and he tucks that one away. Well, Jordan Heath actually has played his professional career in the likes of Hungary, Belgium, and in Switzerland, so very experienced professional basketball player. Well, they try to shot from downtown. The three is up, no good. Fazekas almost had the offensive rebound, but couldn't control it. And Mikawa Seahorses now will try to push things. Foul is drawn there. A tough move by Devontae Gardner. Well, that's a tough play by Gardner there, because you can see just trying to make a penetration. That's one way the Mikawa Seahorses can try and stay in this game. Get into the penalty very early. The foul is on Kumagaya. Oh, great defense by Yuma Fuji, but they can't secure the basketball. Well, the three is up from downtown by Nishida. Can't get it. It's a good look, but he's got to keep shooting those. 8-point lead now here to the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, Fuji coming up one screen. Well, love pass. Beautiful play there. Well, he's got to go up. Throws it down with a bit of authority. Well, again, it's the high-low play between Nick Fazekas. This time it's Jordan Heath. This time it's a throwdown. And there's a penetration to kick out when Nishida doesn't shoot it. Again, trying to break down the zone. Good ball movement. Abby Schaffer drops the basketball. And Lawrence now penetration gets caught into. Gets rejected. Well, Aguilar said, not in your house. Well, Gardner from downtown. He can't get it. Well, the Kawasaki Brave Thunders now doing it on both ends of the basketball court. 10-point lead now to the visitors. Gets another handoff for Fuji. Fuji coming off one screen. Step back mid-range. Doesn't get it. Kumagaya with the offensive rebound. Fuji tries another shot. Oh, baby! This guy has come ready to play. Sugoi from downtown. Oh, he just nails the three-point shot. Well, he missed the mid-range one in the first attempt, but again, tenacity of Yuma Fuji. And, if you watch the Japanese national team play, this guy is a real deal. And Lawrence now the penetration kicks out Nishida. Now he can make these, and that's what they're going to need now from Yuda Nishida. Well, he's got to step up and shoot the ball. Well, he showed that he was a good three-point shooter against China, as we mentioned, in November, the first round of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Fazekas now finding Aguilar. Back to Yuma Fuji. Fuji now through the top pass there to Jordan Heath, but you can see that Fazekas has a mismatch. Fuji one more time off the backboard, doesn't get it. Well, Aguilar with the rebound, puts up a little teardrop, doesn't get it, gets his own rebound. And at the moment, Mikawa Seahorses just can't get a rebound. So second chance after second chance now here for the Mikawa Seahorses. Kumagaya now trying to post up. Kumagaya with the fadeaway. Well, this time they secure it now with Devontae Gardner. And Gardner draws a foul there against Jordan Heath. Mikawa Seahorses now bring in Satoshi Nagano into the game. And he averages 6.7 points per game, playing just over 20 minutes per game here for the Seahorses, but an offensive foul is going to be called. Again, the Mikawa Seahorses cannot afford to keep making these mistakes at the moment. Well, Nagano now marking up against here Yuma Fuji. And also Matt Jatting into the game here. And we're going to come off another screen now with Fazekas. Finding Kumagaya now for the shot clock. Fazekas has got to go up with the fadeaway. It is Nick Fazekas time. I mean, that is, how do you guard that? Catches the ball in the low post, and again, it's just a beautiful little turnaround jump hook. I mean, that is trademark Nick Fazekas. Well, great steal there by Jordan Heath, and now Matt Janning comes up with a loose ball. And Janning draws a foul against Yoshida-san. Well, Matt Janning, as we mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, he started his professional career in the NBA G League for the former Maine Red Claws, now known as the Maine Celtics. We'll go to Europe, and now he pulls up the three-pointer. Three is up. No good from Janning. Great defense there by Yuma Fuji, making it very difficult for Jonathan Octius. Octius now in the lane, hangs in the air, off the backboard. Well, he wants the M1. Oh, excuse me, that's Anthony Lawrence, actually. my apologies. Yuma Fuji now with the crossover, draws another foul, and that's going to be on Satoshi Nagano. That's what you got to love about Yuma Fuji. The screen's coming, but again, the acceleration there. Not using the screen and just catching Nagano off guard, excuse me. Well, now the Kawasaki Brave Thunders, they make another change. So coming into the game for them is Keisuke Matsuda. Well, he averages 5.2 points per game. Plays about under 20 minutes per game here for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. But now Yuma Fuji is at the free throw line here. Well, you gotta love Yuma Fuji. I mean, this guy really is a tough basketball player. Well, so far this season here for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders, I mean, Yuma Fuji, he's averaged 13.7 points per game. Really is that key facilitator. Just under 6 assists a game this season. One thing, if you watch Yuma Fuji play, I mean, he is just such a very good defender. Puts a lot of pressure on the ball handlers. He really works hard on both ends of the basketball court. Missed the second free throw, but again, still a fantastic player. And Lawrence now here. Kawasaki Brave Thunder stay in the 2-3 zone and get away with the missed three-point shot by Nishida. Fuji now. Hesitation now coming off another screen. Finding Fazekas. Kicks out to Fuji. Tries to split the defense. Another kick out. Fazekas now steps back, three-pointer. Arigato gozaimasu, Fazekas-san. Wow, Nick Fazekas does it all. As Lawrence now will go to the free throw line here. For 2 shots. I mean, what can Nick Fazekas not do on the basketball court? That's a tough move by Lawrence, but again, Jordan Heath had to come over and commit the foul there because it was going to be a two-handed throwdown. Well, Heath now picks up the foul. As Pablo Aguilar now comes back into the game. The Mikawa Seahorses now, they make a change. Ryogo Sumino now comes into the game for the Seahorses. Well, Anthony Lawrence now makes the first free throw. Well, Anthony Lawrence, of course, originally coming from St. Petersburg, Florida, went to the University of Miami, actually leaving in 2019. Well, last season played in the NBA G League for the Fort Wayne Mad Ants, also for the Northern Arizona Suns as well. Another tip play there by Masuda. In the lane now, great defense by the Kawasaki Brave Thunders and just goes everywhere. But I think Anthony Lawrence is like saying, "Ref, are you serious? That didn't come off of me. That came off of Jordan Heath." So I think the officials will change the decision now. Baseline ball now to get this one into Devontae Gardner. Well, Gardner looks for a handoff. He throws this down low, and a foul's going to be called. Well, the foul is going to be called against Masuda. Well, the simple fact of reality is that Anthony Lawrence has a mismatch against him, so he's going to have to keep posting up against Masuda. Well, Jared Uthoff now coming into the game here for the Mikawa Seahorses. Quick shot there. He'll get it. Fazekas with a rebound, and now Kawasaki Brave Thunders can push this one here with Matt Janning. With Janning with the crossover. Moves off one screen now. Pump fakes, gets him up in the air, but no shot there from Janning. But you'll say Shinoyama now into the game on the baseline. It's a turnover. That's where the Kawasaki Brave Thunders maybe just overpassed the ball there. But you'll say Shinoyama, another member of the Japanese national team. If you remember, against Qatar back in 2018, had the I think it was 2019 actually, but the infamous one-handed fadeaway shot. Well, Lawrence now looking to go, a bit of contact, kicks this one out, finds Uthoff in the corner. The three is up, no good. Well, Janning now comes up with a loose ball, and it's a 3-on-2 hit. Well, the Brave Thunders have numbers. We'll kick this one out. Shinoyama for three. Shinoyama-san! Wow, dozo! Yoroshiku! Well, Mr. Shinoyama, as he does for the Japanese national team, still doing it here for the Brave Thunders. It's very exciting times now for Japan international basketball. The players such as Yudai Baba, Yuta Watanabe, and of course, probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest player in the history of Japanese basketball, Rui Hachimura. Well, Shaka now with the fadeaway three-point, doesn't get it. Fazekas can't handle it. Zukov comes up with a loose ball. Well, this is where the Seahorses need to get things going a bit more in transition here. Goes all the way with a beautiful little fangirl, can't get it. Well, if the Kawasaki Brave Thunders can hit a three-pointer, they can go up by 20 points, but again, it looks like they're going to slow this one down here. Last shot. Janning crossover, step back, gets rejected. Well, Uthoff said, not in my house. A great defense there by Jared Uthoff, and ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter, Kawasaki Brave Thunders lead this one 28-11 over the Mikawa Seahorses. We'll show you some stats and some highlights here from the first quarter. We'll get the second quarter underway and a quickly missed three-point attempt there from Anthony Lawrence. As now Shinoyama will bring the ball up here. Shinoyama coming off a hard screen by Pablo Aguilar. Well, the pick and roll play there for Zikas with a little floater. Nick Fazekas tucks that one away. Are simply unstoppable. You know when Nick Fazekas gets the ball in his prime spot, it becomes tough to guard there. Well, Lawrence goes up and hangs in the air and avoids the block. And Anthony Lawrence right now the only option here for the Mikawa Seahorses. Fazekas tries another three-pointer. Doesn't get it. Uthoff tried one three-pointer, tries another one way off the mark. Lawrence with the offensive rebound, doesn't get it. Now Shinoyama will look to push this one down the middle. Gets this one out here to Matt Janning. And Janning coming off another screen now, fakes the pass, pump fakes. Tries a fadeaway, still can't get it. And Matt Janning really struggling here early on. And Lawrence draws a foul, and the foul will be called on the ground, so it won't be 2 free throws, but Shinoyama takes a bit of a shot in the elbow to the face there. Kawasaki Brave Thunder is now making another change here as Satoru Maeda now comes into the game for them. And Lawrence tries the mid-range, top of the key, nails it. Well, he's going to have the lead here tonight if they're going to get back in this game, and he's going to have a very big score night. Well, the Brave Thunders now trying to force things in the low block here. And 10 on the shot clock now, trying to back down. Goes down the middle, turns it over. And he thought for the rebound. On Schaffer now. And the Seahorses now not looking too confident here from the perimeter. Leapoff tries another three-pointer. Three is up, and again it's in and out. Now Shinoyama will try to get things going on the offense here. Has a mismatch guarded by Uthoff. Has to go down the middle. Another kick out here, finding Aguilar. 1-6 on the shot clock now. A few seconds left. Left wide open, made 1-3. Doesn't get it. Heath with a rebound. Throws it back out to Shinoyama. Fresh 14 now for the Brave Thunders. So he's going to go pick and roll here. Down low, finds it. A great help side defense there. And the Mikawa Seahorses now really working for everything. We'll find Lawrence. Lawrence now hangs again in the air. Lawrence is simply unstoppable. And he rolls over into the cameraman. I think he wants a foul, but the officials are not going to give it to him. Here's a transition play now. Good ball movement, but again, Lawrence making that contact. Hangs in the air. That's good defense, of course. I mean, there's no foul there, but Lawrence with the acrobatic finish into the photography section. Well, timeout now called by the Kawasaki Brave Thunders, as their 20-point lead is now cut down to 13. Well, it's a very spirited run here by the Mikawa Seahorses, but they have to try and make sure that they keep this momentum going forward, but it starts with the defense. Well, one good thing they've really been doing is forcing the Kawasaki Brave Thunders into tough shots, but can they keep this momentum going forward? Aguilar now getting a handoff here with Ryose Shinoyama. Down to Aguilar here in the low block. Got it by Lawrence. The foul is going to be called on Lawrence, and he is infuriated with the decision. He doesn't agree with that one bit, but let's have a look at the replay here. Well, he's gone across the arm there, so he doesn't really have much of an argument, but it's possible that he got all ball, but when you go across the arms, you're always asking for the official to make that decision, so I have to agree with the referee. It's the right call there. Well, Devontae Gardner now coming back in the game here for the Mikawa Seahorses. Well, Pablo Aguilar, if you know, ladies and gentlemen, started his career in the center of Spain with the mighty Real Madrid, originally from Granada, Spain in the south. Well, product of the Real Madrid Academy, born in 1989. Featured for the Spanish national team in various FIBA Eurobaskets and World Cups, playing alongside the likes of Pau and Marc Gasol. We thought with the one-handed rebound, doesn't get the second free throw for Pablo Aguilar, though. Comes off one screen now, takes it from the mid-range, doesn't get it. Heath now with the butterfingers. And goes out of bounds. It's going to be a baseline ball now here to the Mikawa Seahorses. Devontae Gardner now looking to back down here against Heath. Goes up, gets rejected. Great defense by Jordan Heath, and now Shinoyama can push this one. We'll find an Aguilar. Aguilar, a bit of contact, and he misses a layup. And now Gardner almost lost control of it. Kicks this one out to Uthar for the crossover. He'll pull up in the mid-range. Still can't get it. Well, neither team can really seem to buy a basket at the moment. Gardner now looking to back down here against Heath. Kicks this one out to get a three-point. The three is up. The three is again in and out. And now Shinoyama will look to push this one. Shinoyama now looking to slow this one down. He got 15 here on the shot clock, so plenty of time to get an offense going. Comes up a hard screen, now pulls up in the mid-range, hits the front iron. And Jared Uthar for the rebound, and now the Mikawa Seahorses can try to push this one. Well, they only trail by 14 points, but again, they need some shots here. If they can try to cut it down to single digits going into the second half, they can give themselves a chance of getting back in this game. Goes in the lane with a wraparound. Acrobatic Dr. J-esque layup for Ryogo Sumino. Well, that was Sugoi. That was, I mean, he wrapped around in the air. It was a tough, tough play. There's a pump fake now, and I think they're going to call an offensive foul here against Jordan Heath. Or maybe they call that one against Pablo Aguilar, I think. Maybe for the hold screen, I believe. I'm not quite sure, but... Well, Fazekas now comes back into the game here for the Brave Thunders. There's a penetration by Uthar, and again, he misses everything, but again, Jordan Heath can't secure the rebound. Goes out of bounds, and that will be possession back to the Mikawa Seahorses. Well, Nagano now comes back into the game here for Mikawa, so it's going to be very interesting to see now. Well, we also have Nishida back in as well, so we got some shooters on the perimeter. Well, Nishida now goes down the middle, pulls up from the mid-range, hits the back iron. He can't get it. They're getting good looks, but they're just not tucking them away at the moment. 12-point lead now here to the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Shinoyama now finding Fazekas. Fazekas with a post-up. Fazekas simply unstoppable. Nick Fazekas forces the Mikawa Seahorses to call timeout. Well, look at Fazekas here. They try to get him at the high post, but again, the post up here, taking on Ryogo Sumino. Maybe a slight push-off there, but again, the officials didn't call it. So back to a 14-point ball game now for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, 4:39 to go here in the second quarter now. The Mikawa Seahorses trailing by 14 points. Nagano now on the ball, guarded by Yuma Fuji, who's just checked back into the game now here for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. The three is up and it's no good. On the hesitation now by Fuji. Finding Fazekas. Patient build-up play now here from Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Fuji now, I think Fuji, in my mind, threw an elbow there at Nagano. I think he got away with that one. Let's have a look at the replay now. Watch Fuji hit. I think Fuji's lucky. I think Yuma Fuji is a very lucky player there. As his left elbow went in the face there of Nagano. The Mikawa Seahorses now have to make another change, so coming back into the game for them is Kashiwagi. Or Shinsuke Kashiwagi now. Not a regular starter for them now. He did start here tonight for the Mikawa Seahorses. Well, Yuma Fuji now makes the first free throw and puts him back up by 15 points. He can put him up by 16 if he can make this one. Oh, hits the front iron as Gardner secures the rebound. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. The Brave Thunders in total control of this game at the moment. Gardner now looking to back down here. The triple team now kicks this one out. Sumino now looking for a option, but again, reverse pass. Finding Uthoff with the reverse slab. Now I think, of course, Sumino got blocked there, but great job by Uthoff for the follow-up. While Fazekas with a pump fake. Fazekas with a little floater with the pass. Finding Heath. Gets one. Oh, he's going to go to the free throw line now here for the three-point play. Now I'm not sure if Nick Fazekas is shooting this or if it's a lob. I think that's a lob there. You can see. I think he's looking at Jordan Heath under the basket. So great play there by Fazekas. Well, the Mikawa Seahorses now trying to break down the full court pressure of the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. On the standard 2-3 zone, a good ball movement now on the home side. The Kawasaki Brave Thunders going to his defense. Uthoff tries another three-pointer, but this time he gets it. Well, they played the 2-3 zone because I don't think they believe that the Mikawa Seahorses can shoot the ball very well from the perimeter. There you can see it was the first time they've made a three-pointer from Uthoff. Fuji with a penetration, gets caught into a double team, kicks out to Heath. And tries another three-pointer, doesn't get it. Aguilar with the offensive rebound, and he'll go to the free throw line now. The two shots, and it's the same story now here for the Mikawa Seahorses. Well, if you're watching us on the live YouTube stream, shout out to Qian Yu Chun. Clearly a very big supporter of the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, Aguilar makes the first free throw. Well, Pablo Aguilar, again, as we mentioned, he's very well settled to life here in the B-League. Again, a very, very good player as well, for that matter. Plays a very good pivotal role here. A 14-point lead now to the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. They're coming up one screen now, looking for options here. Finding Gardner. Gardner kicks out. Uthoff was wide open. Well, the three is up on the side. The three is good from downtown. And that's much better ball movement now here from the Mikawa Seahorses. Well, the three came from Shinsuke Kashiwagi. Well, he only averages about 2.3 points per game here in the B-League. We'll go down to Aguilar now. Well, Heath now, he'll try another three-pointer from downtown. Again, it's not good. Devontae Gardner with a rebound. The Seahorses now looking to break down the defense. They can get it to single digits if they can score here. Well, Gardner now looking to post up here against Aguilar. The turnaround, the fadeaway off the backboard, doesn't get it. And now Yuma Fuji will push this one to Kumagaye. Fuji now faking the screen here, coming off another one now with Fazekas. Finds a three-pointer in the corner. The three is up. It's no good. Heath with another offensive rebound. Fazekas now goes down to Pablo Aguilar. Aguilar looking to post up, finding Fuji. Fuji puts a three up, and again another offensive rebound. But no foul called. Well, Gardner now finding Uthoff here in transition. Still an 11-point ball game here to the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Now remember, I did say earlier that the Mikawa Seahorses can cut into single digits. Could be good for them now. Nishida left wide open. Nishida for three. Uthoff can't get the offensive rebound. It goes out of bounds. That's going to be Kawasaki Brave Thunders ball now with 56.7 seconds to go here. Well, potential now 2 for 1 here as Matt Janney's back into the game for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. The foul has been called, and that's a silly foul to give away because now Janney's going to go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. So what was Devontae Gardner thinking? Because the problem with this is if he makes both these free throws and then Brave Thunders get a stop down the other end, it could be a potential 4-point possession here. And Janney missed the first free throw. Well, remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching on the live YouTube and you want to shout out, leave a message in the chat, of course, so far. Chen Yu Chen, shout out to you, my friend. Friend of the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, we got a timeout now. Both teams are going to talk it over. Well, Fazekas now with another dump down pass there. Wasn't able to get it. We got another timeout called. 12-point ball game now here to the... Well, there was a dump down pass by the foot of Avi Schaffer there. Well, it's going to be a fresh 14 on the shot clock for the Brave Thunders. Well, Anthony Lawrence now coming back into the game here for the Mikawa Seahorses, so it's going to be a very, very interesting last 20.8 seconds. Well, Mikawa don't want to commit a foul. They don't want to send Kawasaki Brave Thunders to the free throw line. They'll get the ball down now to Yuma Fuji. Kumagaya trying to heave again. It's a very tough pass, but he's got to cut a lot more aggressively. So now the Seahorses here with probably one more chance. And Nishida now with the ball in his hands. And the foul is going to be called against Matt Janning. So it's not a bad foul actually, because it's only the third team foul now here for the Mikawa Seahorses. Excuse me, the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, shout out to Antonio Mathiel as well. And Chen Yu Chen, loving captain number 7, Ryoso Shinayama, but Nishida for a big three-pointer. Off the backboard! Wow! Ima Nanji desu ka? Well, right now, it is Nishida time. Well, Nishida right at the end, calling the bank. And look at the smile. That's a tough shot there by Nishida. Well, the end of the first half, the Mikawa Seahorses, they were trailing by as many as 20 points. Well, they've got the single digits now. It's now a 9-point ball game. Nishida. Spectacular, San. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will show you some stats and some highlights here from the first half, but so far, the Mikawa Seahorses trying to find themselves a way to get back in this game. We'll be back shortly for the second half soon. This is the B-League. Remember, a team that's top of the East, the Kawasaki Brave Thunders, against the Mikawa Seahorses trying to go for the wild card. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, now to the second half of this B-League fixture between our hosts, the Kawasaki Brave Thunders, and the visitors, the Mikawa Seahorses. They are our hosts, of course. Our visitors are the Kawasaki Brave Thunders, led by Nick Fazekas, Matt Janning, Jordan Heath, and Japan International Yuma Fuji. Remember, Nick Fazekas, also a long-time standing member of the Japanese national team. Well, right now for the Mikawa Seahorses, Abby Schaff is their Olympic Japanese basketball player, while Anthony Lawrence, the top scorer, along with Devontae Gardner. Well, there you can see strong move by Ryogo Sumino going to the basket there for the Seahorses. Well, there you can see the statistics between these two teams. Only 9 3-point field goals combined between the pair of them. Kawasaki Brave Thunders 5 of 17 from downtown. The free throws, 14 attempts there for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, the rebounds fairly even between these two teams. It's been the offensive rebounding, of course, that's really done a good job here for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Remember, Nishida had the three-pointer at the end of the first half that sent them to single digits. They're now trailing by 9 points here. Well, there is Nick Fazekas, their top scorer right now with 12 points. Again, he's had 2 3-point field goals. It's a very standard game there for Nick Fazekas. I mean, just such a phenomenal basketball player. Well, the question now for the Mikawa Seahorses, can they contain Nick Fazekas? And can they get something going with Abby Schaffer, of course, the teammates there for the national team? Well, the hosts now trailing by 9 points. And again, if they can try and contain the rebounds and get things going as best as possible, they can turn this around. But at the moment, it will be the Kawasaki Brave Thunders with the first possession as Gianni goes down the middle. Getting a handoff here with Yuma Fuji. Another switch on defense. Nishida here has to guard against Fazekas. Well, Fazekas falls over. The three from Kumagaya. It's up. It's no good. And Yuma Fuji. Well, that's too easy. And again, if I was Suzuki coach, I would be infuriated with my players. But Yuma Fuji just grabbed an offensive rebound and went straight up with it like it was nothing. Foul is going to be called on the ground, I believe, against Kumakaya. Well, that's what Anthony Lawrence needs to keep doing, put the ball on the floor and just try to keep attacking the basket, because if they can get to the free throw line early on in the third and the fourth quarter, give themselves a chance to try to get back in this game. Oh, Gardner now looking to take on Jordan Heath here. Finding Abby Schaffer in the basket. Again, great defensive play there by Nick Fazekas. Fuji now finding Gianni in transition. Doesn't take the three-pointer. Well, Gianni, this time he shoots it. Still can't get it. Gardner will push this one. Gardner transition. Finding Nishida. And it's a bit of fast break basketball there. Finding the Mikawa Seahorses. The assist coming from Devontae Gardner. Great job by Yuda Nishida for running the fast break there. Fuji now throwing this one to Fazekas. Posting up now. Fazekas goes up, can't get it. And now the rebound's in the hands here. Matthew Lawrence, and he'll try to cut this one. Oh, throws a very poor pass there. Yuma Fuji's able to cause a turnover there. Gianni now hasn't made many shots here tonight. The dump down to Jordan Heath, and Heath turns, keeps it alive there. Oh, the Mikawa Seahorses don't take care of it. And now Yuma Fuji-san from downtown nails the three-pointer. Ichi ni san kudasai. And Nishida, again, defensively wasn't able to take care of Yuma Fuji. And Lawrence now coming up one screen, going down the middle. On Navi Schaffer. Navi Schaffer again misses. Well, it's two good looks here. He's got to make those. Puts a lot of pressure on his team when he misses them. 12-point lead now to the Brave Thunders. Finds Jordan Heath under the basket. Just too big and strong. And tips it back in. And at the moment, it is all Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, it's the same dump down play there. They get the ball to Fazekas at the top, and Fazekas just throws a subliminal jump down pass. And the lane now kicks out to Lawrence. Lawrence tries to go baseline, throws it right to Matt Janning, and now Janning here in transition. Janning finds Yuma Fuji. Fuji all the way. Gets the M1. Well, Yuma Fuji is playing for an M1 right now. He's playing to be an MVP caliber player. Well, Janning has the transition. Look at the bounce pass here. And Yuma Fuji. Arigatou gozaimasu. Well, took that one down the middle with a finger roll. And all of a sudden, the Mikawa Seahorses, they need to call timeout, as they're simply been played off the court right now here by the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, it's a good transition play there, and that's the one thing you have Matt Janning out there for. I mean, he struggled with his shot here this evening, but he's a fantastic player. Take nothing away from Matt Janning, but the unselfish play there to find Yuma Fuji. Well, Fuji-san will go to the free throw line here for the three-point play. Well, can he make the three-point play and put him up by 17 points? Hi, I saw this. He can do just that. Well, 17-point lead now here to the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, the visitors now going back into a 2-3 zone. Again, they're not confident. The Seahorses can shoot well from the perimeter. Well, Uthoff, he's 1 for 4 so far this evening. Goes 1 for 5. An offensive rebound there. With the Seahorse now Gardner here in the low block, guard by Jordan Heath. Tries to back his way down, a tough fadeaway. Can't get it. Fazekas with a rebound. Finds Janik. Can he get just one? Matt Janik still can't get it. He's had some good looks from the perimeter, but so far hasn't been able to make them this evening. Abby Schaffer, 62% from the perimeter this season. And where has he been all game so far? Well, Abby Schaffer's been trying to get it going in the low block, but right now they need him to do it from the perimeter this evening. Cuts the deficit down to 14 points. Now cross court, Kumagai, good ball movement. Janik, can he get it this time? This time he gets it! Matt Janik. Well, after 6 attempts, excuse me. Janik is finally able to get things going from the perimeter. On Uthop here, coming off one screen. 17-point lead here to the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, Kumagai in transition. We'll find Janik one more time. Doesn't get it. The push in the back is going to be called against Jordan Heath. So the possession now will go back here to the Mikawa Seahorses. Well, 5:22 to go here in the third quarter. Uthop left wide open, didn't take it. Takes this one. Well, Gardner cutting it down to a 15-point ball game, and again, the Mikawa Seahorses need to believe in themselves. They need to keep going. There's a love pass now. Finding Aguilar, kicks out. Kumagaya for three. Three is up. The three is good. Nails it. Big time shot there. And it is raining threes right now here in the second half. And the shot is up. It's no good. We'll find Kumagaya with the alley-oop. The Mikawa Seahorses now trail by 20 points. One more time here. Gardner now. Got it here by Fazekas. Trying to go all the way, splits the defense. And loses the ball, but keeps it alive now. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Turns it over. Well, they got numbers here. 3-on-1. Kumagaya, Euro step. Lays that one up against Nagano. And the Mikawa Seahorses need to call timeout, as they now trail by 22 points. And again, you got to love the transition play there by Kumagaya. Well, watch the transition play here. As soon as the Kawasaki Brave Thunders come up at it, Kumagaya, well, he's got Matt Janik to his left, Aguilar, but look at the Euro step and the finger roll. That's just beautiful basketball there by the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Under 4 minutes to go here. 22-point lead, the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Stay in the 2-3 zone. They kick this one out. Sumino with the pump fake. Turns it over again. Yuma Fuji. Kumagaya. What do we have? Throws it down with a two-handed rim rocker. Well, Kumagaya Airlines flying in the sky. You just got to love that play now. 24-point lead here. Abby Schaffer now top of the zone. Doesn't get it. And the Kawasaki Brave Thunders, they are not finished here. They want to keep going. Fuji now finding this one here too. Fazekas. Kumagaya now, he's got confidence. Kumagaya all the way, gets fouled, and he will now go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. He draws the foul against Ryogo Sumino. This is second free throw with Fazekas with the offensive rebound. Pablo Aguilar tries to tip back, but he can't get it. Ruthoff comes up with a rebound, and now he'll push this one. Goes down the middle now. Almost throws it away there to Sumino. Lawrence now kicking this one down low to Avi Schaffer. Under 3 minutes to go here. Seahorses now trailing by 25 points. They did get it back to as little as 9 points, but at the moment the confidence looking very low there. Sumino wanting a foul there from the referee, but the officials don't seem to see too much wrong in that play. Let's have a look at the replay about Kumagaya. I think he's got a case there. That's a foul. That is a foul. So if I was Sumino, I'd be very disappointed. Ruthoff now from no man's land. Doesn't get it. Fazekas with a rebound. Well, Kumagaya now. 5 points so far. Well, the last 5 points here for Kawasaki. Fuji all the way and gets called for a charge. Great defense by Nagano. Fuji. That's an offensive foul. He's got no arguments. Yuma Fuji. Very perplexed by the decision. And the Kawasaki Brave Thunders now make a change here, as Satoru Maeda now comes into the game here. Well, under 2.5 now to go here. Back to a play now with Sumino. Tries a mid-range shot, doesn't get it. Lawrence comes up with a rebound. They're trying the paint. Nothing but net. Well, Lawrence, and really the only offensive threat here in this game so far for the Mikawa Seahorses. Well, Fazekas gets called for the illegal screen, and it's going to be possession now back to the Mikawa Seahorses. It's definitely an illegal screen. It should have no arguments whatsoever, but Fazekas goes tumbling to the ground. Pick and roll now with Lawrence. Schaffer turns it over. Turns it right back over. Uthoff comes up with it. Tries a mid-range. Can't get it. Fuji now kicks out to Maeda. He'll try a three. Nothing but net for downtown. It is raining three-pointers. The Kawasaki Brave Thunders changing the climate temperature here, as Lawrence responds down the other end. They cut it down to a 23-point ball game. Yuma Fuji now heavily guarded by Nagano. And Nagano commits another foul there, but again, it's only the third team foul, so he won't be going to the free throw line. He's all over him. I mean, he should have no quarrels whatsoever. I mean, Nagano's just got to play defense to try and make Yuma Fuji give it up. He doesn't want to try and reach and commit another foul. Well, great defense by the Mikawa Seahorses. Now, Nagano comes up with it. Got Schaffer, goes himself, doesn't get it. Well, back out to Lawrence. He made his last three, takes another one way off the mark. And Schaffer gets fouled. That's going to be 2 free throws now here to Mikawa Seahorses. Still a 22-point ball game. Kawasaki Brave Thunder is just staying ahead at the moment. And at the moment now, Jenny now coming off 2 screens here. We'll look for a dump down. A beautiful pass there. And again, a flash to the basket by Maeta. And the lug down to Pablo Aguilar. That's why Kawasaki Brave Thunders are just such a brilliant basketball team. They just know how to share the basketball. Very patient team and know how to build up their play. 4 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. So Morris now caught a double team in the lane now. Sumino, no foul called. It goes out of bounds, and with 8.9 seconds left, the Kawasaki Brave Thunders will have the last shot in the quarter. Shinoyama now with the ball in his hands. Shinoyama's got to go up with it. Step back. Shinoyama. Ayasu minasai. Shinoyama-san. Arigatou gozaimasu. Oh, this guy does it time and time again. Shinoyama. Sugoi. What a play there by Shinoyama. Well, the Japanese international. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, back in 2019, Shinoyama infamously made that one-handed fadeaway going out of bounds against Qatar. So he is known for the big-time shots. Well, the Mikawa Seahorses now trailing by 24 points. Again, it just hasn't really gone their way in this game at the moment. They've had some spurts of when they've been able to show they've been able to make a comeback, but Aguilar now dump down pass. Finding Maeta. It doesn't get the reverse layup. It's now Uthoff now. He tries a shot. He can't get it. Good ball movement here now. Kawasaki Brave Thunder's in total control of this one. And Aguilar now looking to post up against Lawrence. Goes down the middle. A little jump hook, and he puts him back up by 26. It's too easy right now for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, Lawrence now trying to back down against Aguilar, and he goes out of bounds. He turns it over. Again, everything just starts to change emotionally now here for the Mikawa Seahorses. Transition defense, but Lawrence with the rejection. Lawrence is going to go all the way now. Bit of contact, hangs in the air, gets his own rebound, goes up with it one more time. He looks at the official to say, am I ever going to get an AM1 tonight? Yoshino now coming off one screen. Going down low here to Aguilar. We got Jordan Heath on the court as well. Oh, good ball movement there by the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. The three is up. No good this time. Nagano with a rebound. Well, Nagano almost gets body checked there on the ground by Shinoyama. $15 shot clock now here for Nagano. Looking for options, finds Uthoff. Uthoff with a step back. He's only made 1 3 tonight, doesn't get it again. Heath secures a rebound, and now trying to push this one here for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. And the three is up again. It's in and out. Wait a minute. When's a foul going to be called? I think it's going to be called against. Called against Lawrence, I think, for pushing the back on the rebound. Aguilar doesn't take many three-pointers, but takes this one, and he tucks it away. Muchos gracias from Pablo Aguilar. And now puts up to a 29-point ball game here. He tries to make the penetration, goes in, doesn't get it. Great defense by Jordan Heath, and now what are they doing? Throwing the ball around. And Lawrence will throw it down with a bit of ease. A bit of confusion there by the Kawasaki Brave Thunder players, as Lawrence was able to come up with loose ball with a two-handed jam. It's a timeout now, I believe, by the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, 7 minutes to go here now. 27-point lead now to the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Pavel Aguilar guarded heavily by Ryogo Sumino, who reaches in and commits a foul. So it's going to be a baseline ball now here to the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Oh, Yudai Nishida again, Japanese national team player. Very promising prospect this summer for the upcoming FIBA Asia Cup. There's a curl screen now by Maeta. Now kicks out to Aguilar. Good ball movement here. Shinoyama goes behind the back with a little floater. Oh, almost got it. Off now, look for a handoff here, but again, great defense by Shinoyama. He's going to go himself now, gets caught in double team. Great defense again by the Brave Thunder. Well, Kawasaki again, as great as they are on offense, at the moment they've limited Mikawa so far here to only 47 points. I mean, it's great defense. Under the basket, Heath with a little throwdown. Back to a 29-point ball game, and again, it's becoming very tough to watch here for the Mikawa Seahorses. And the home crowd now still cheering on. Nishida now down. Beautiful pass there to Nagano with a backdoor cut. Well, the dump down pass there coming from Nishida. He'll get the assist on that play, but now Shinoyama now finding Maeta. A great steal there again by Nagano, and again this Mikawa Seahorse Uthoff in transition throws it down very quickly. There's still 5 minutes to go here. They currently trail by 25 points. So they need to really work for every possession now. Shinoyama throws it away. And again, we got a timeout now. Kawasaki Brave Thunders want to talk it over. Question now in this game is, do the Mikawa Seahorses have enough to come back in this game? Now, Devontae Gardner just missed a three-pointer there. Now, Yudai Nishida with the ball in his hands, got it by Shinoyama. And Nishida goes up, doesn't get it. As Jordan Heath now collects a loose ball, and it will be Ryose Shinoyama who will bring the ball up here for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, again, it's back-to-back turnovers now for Shinoyama. Great defense behind Nishida. Nagano now giving this one up to Devontae Gardner. Kicking out to Nagano. He'll try a three-pointer. The three is up. It's way off the mark. Leaped off with the offensive rebound. He is fouled by Ryosei Shinoyama, and that is the second team foul now here for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, sideline ball now here to the Mikawa Seahorses. 4 minutes ago now here in the fourth quarter. Trailing by 25. Well, Gardner tries another three-pointer. Hits the front iron. Offensive rebound. I don't think it's going to count. I think the foul is on the ground, actually. So it's going to be a baseline ball now here to the Mikawa Seahorses. Well, there was a foul there, so it's the correct decision by the official. Into the basket. This time he gets the and one. Again, the same player commits the same foul. So it's going to be a three-point play now here for the Mikawa Seahorses. Oh, Ryogo Sumino going straight to the basket. Very strong play there by the Japanese international player. Well, doesn't get the three-point play, and again, a wasted opportunity there for the Seahorses, and now Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Go down to Pablo Aguilar now, getting a handoff here. They're looking for options now. Well, out to Jordan Heath. He's taken a few threes, hasn't made any tonight, but this time he gets it, and that time he'll say, Ayasu Minasai Mikawa. Well, they will leave the Wing Arena here in the city of Hariya. Nishida tries another three-pointer, can't get it. Aguilar with a rebound. Heath now made the last three-pointer. Another kick out, good ball movement. 3 seconds left, got to go all the way. Lays it up, doesn't get it. And a rebound by Devontae Gardner. Into himself now, forces his way in. Draws another foul. That's a 15 foul, so there's going to be 2 free throws here for Devontae Gardner. Well, he makes the first free throw. Again, it's all consolation right now. Well, the problem here for the Mikawa Seahorses, they haven't been able to deal with, one, the physicality here of the Kawasaki Brave Thunders, but at the same time, it's the perimeter shooting. Well, Devontae Gardner started his professional career in France before moving to Japan in 2015 to play for the Nishinomiya Storks. He also played in the north of Japan for Niigata Albirex for 3 seasons before coming to Mikawa in 2019. A 24-point lead now here to the Brave Thunders. Good ball movement here. Mayeta now kicks out to try another three-pointer, and that has been happening all night long. Beautiful ball movement as Kamata-san hits the three-pointer. 27-point lead now as Devontae Gardner tries to force his way in. Tries again, can't get it. Pablo Aguilar secures a rebound now. 27-point lead, as we mentioned, to the Brave Thunders. Aguilar, he's made 1 3, tries another one. Oh, baby! It is raining threes. Kawasaki Brave Thunders are simply cooking it here tonight. I mean, the basket is like the ocean right now. Everything just going in here. Gardner tries to force his way in. This time he gets it. 1:44 to go here in the fourth quarter. We're looking for a handoff now here. Again, you gotta love the way they move the ball here. It's Kumagaya to kick out. Well, Kamata was wide open. He gives it up. They don't get it. It's Uthaf almost stepped out of bounds on that rebound. Sumino will try a three-pointer. He can't get it. Kamata with a rebound. Kamata's made 1 3-pointer. Good ball reversal. Go down low now. Tries to go baseline. Steps out of bounds. Turns it over. Well, the Mikawa Seahorses now. They call timeout now with 47.7 seconds to go, as they currently trail by 28 points. Lost now 47.7 seconds here in this game. The Mikawa Seahorses really just trying to work on a few things. Remember, they're trying to cement that wild card option here for the B-League playoffs and into the championship. Uthaf now the step back, tries the mid-range shot, doesn't get it. Well, 13 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock, so Kawasaki Brave Thunders will still keep trying to score as much as possible. Well, Kamata there with a little floater, doesn't get it. As Uthaf secures a rebound. And ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here in the city of Kariya. At the end, the Mikawa Seahorses unable to stay in this game against a very dominant Kawasaki Brave Thunder. As the penetration on the basket, the reverse layup, the layup is good. The way there. Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us. This is the B-League Basketball, the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. They win this one 85-59 over the Mikawa Seahorses. Well, Nick Vazikas, again, a fantastic performance along with Pablo Aguilar. Not to mention Yuma Fuji. For the Seahorses, they were led by Anthony Lawrence. It wasn't enough in the end. A very dominant display by the team with the second best record here in the B-League, the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. But I will say Shuneyama, a very good game, of course. Again, they remain top of the Eastern Conference. There's Avi Schaffer, along with the home side, showing their appreciation and their respect to the home crowd. You gotta love the basketball fans here in Japan. They're very passionate. And they always show positive support to their players. Well, there you can see, of course, it was the third quarter, a 30-13 rampage for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders.
川崎ブレイブサンダース佐藤健二ヘッドコーチ、勝利おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
今日のゲームなんですけど、ファーストクォーターとサードクォーター、前半と後半の入りですね、これ素晴らしかったと思いますが、振り返っていかがでしょうか。
はい、第1クォーターいい形で入れて、みんな非常に集中して、出た選手しっかり強み発揮してくれて、第2クォーターでちょっとオフェンスシュート入らなくてうまくいかなかった時間帯でディフェンスが緩くなったりトランジションが遅かったりいろいろあったので、そこを後半修正して第3クォーターまたいい形作れたので、良かったです。
佐藤ヘッドコーチのその今の、修正っていう部分ですね、特に感じたのがリードはしてたんですけどタイムアウトが非常に早かったんです。で特に気になったのが第4クォーターの7分で取ったタイムアウト、この辺りどのような指示なされたんですか。
リバウンドちょっと連続で取られてるシーンが続いてて、で相手はもう早く攻めてリバウンド取って攻撃回数増やしてっていう時間帯なので、それを絶対やらしちゃいけないっていうところで、ルーズボール取れきれなかったところがあったので、ちょっとそこ集中しようっていう指示を出しました。
いや非常に点差あるのに厳しくコーチングされてるなっていうところを感じました。あと、明日なんですけども、明日も非常に大事なゲームになると思います。今日のゲームまず終わりました。明日に向けて後ろに多くの川崎ファンもいらっしゃいますが、画面通して見てる方もいますので一言いただけますでしょうか。
はい、明日レギュラーシーズン最後の試合になります。選手たちに言ってるのは、このシーズンずっとこのメンバーで成長し続けてきたその姿を、川崎のプレーをコートで表現しようということで、それをもう1回40分やりたいと思ってます。あとは今日もたくさん会場にブレイブレッド来て応援に来てくださってるファミリーの皆さんいますし、また配信で応援してくださってる皆さんもいるので、いや本当に川崎らしいバスケットを40分やりたいと思います。
いや本当素晴らしいゲームでした。明日も楽しみにしてます。頑張ってください。
はい、ありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございました。
Well, that was the head coach of the Mikawa Seahorses, and he said our team played well, and it was the second half of the game that they got a little bit too relaxed. Basically, throughout the timeouts, they were saying the one thing they had to work on in this game was the rebounding, of course. And tomorrow it's going to be hard for them, of course, but it could be the last time they play in the season, the regular season, of course.
熊谷選手聞こえますでしょうか。
はい、聞こえます。
勝利おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
今日のゲーム非常に大事だったと思うんですけども、どのようなことを意識して今日ゲーム入りましたか。
そうですね、最終節2連勝して、チャンピオンシップを2位で、ホームゲームで、やるっていうことをもうチーム一丸となって、決めてましたし、それに対してしっかりと川崎のバスケットを40分間やりきろうということを話して試合に臨みました。
特に川崎のバスケットっていうのはこのベンチプレーヤーもスタートメンバーも遜色なく非常にいい仕事をする印象を受けてるんですけど、スタートメンバーとして何か熊谷選手意識していることっていうのはありますか。
いえ、特にスタートだからとか、ベンチスタートっていうのもあまり関係なく自分の仕事は変わらないので、そこはしっかりとディフェンスから、っていうところはどのタイミングでもしっかりとしようと心がけているので、そこに対してのなんていうんですかね、意識は特になかったです。
そうですか。特に今日はですね、スリーポイント、ドライブ、ファーストブレイク、こういったところでもかなりバランスよく、プレーされてたと思いますが、ご自身のプレーについていかがだったでしょうか。
そうですね、先週のアルバルク戦から少し、自分のパフォーマンスも上がってきたという自覚があったので、それをしっかりとコートで表現しようと思って、した結果がいいようにいったので、とても満足してます。はい、
今、後ろにもですね、川崎のファンの方たくさん見てると思います手を振ってあげてください。明日一戦、ラストになりますが、
はい、
どのようなゲームをしたいか、画面越しで見ている方もいますので、
はい、
メッセージお願いします。
そうですね、こうやって現地に、たくさんのファミリーの方が、来てくれてるので、その皆さんもちろん映像であったりとか応援してくださっている方がたくさんいるので、その人たちのためにしっかりと明日も川崎らしいバスケットをして、チャンピオンシップホームで轟で開催できるようにまた一丸となって明日も戦いたいと思います。
ナイスゲームでした。
ありがとうございました。
明日も頑張ってください。
はい、ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Well, that was Kumagae of the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, the championship obviously is very important to us, and that's what he was saying. And they've won it 2 times. The team members, all of his teammates, all playing very, very well now collectively as a team, of course. Again, they'll be looking for their performance tomorrow, which will be a very, very good game for them, of course. And he said to all the fans, of course, to the Mikawa SEAHORSES fans as well as the Kawasaki Brave Thunders fans, arigato gozaimasu. Thank you very much. Of course, here are the highlights from the game this evening, ladies and gentlemen. But the one thing, as we mentioned, in this game was that the size and the physicality of the Kawasaki Brave Thunders proved to be too much in the end for the Mikawa SEAHORSES. I mean, they were trying to get a lot of scoring coming from that man, Anthony Lawrence, but it wasn't enough for them in the end. They needed probably 1 or 2 more scores to help them out here this evening. Well, there was a three-pointer by Nishida right at the end of the first half off the backboard. And again, we've seen that a few times, of course, for the Japanese national team at the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Well, there is the man, the myth, the legend, Nick Fazekas. You thought in the third quarter when the Mikawa Seahorses were able to bring it back down to 9 points that they were possibly going to make a comeback, but perimeter shooting here from Kawasaki Brave Thunders just proved to be too much in the end here. Well, there was the Euro step by Kumagaye. Well, it was that kind of game, of course. I mean, just a really phenomenal game of basketball between these two teams. A great play there by Pablo Aguilar. The perimeter shooting doesn't take too many three-pointers, but again, step down hit two here this evening. The former Real Madrid superstar. Well, there was a confusion in the play there, but Anthony Lawrence wasn't complaining as he just threw that one down. And that was the dump down, the backdoor play there. What a pass by Nishida finding Nagano. Kamata coming off the bench there. You can see stepping up, hitting another three-pointer. One of the many threes that were hit tonight here by the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, let's take a look at the stats now in this game. 13 for 31 for the perimeter for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Only 6 three-point field goals for the Mikawa Seahorses. Both teams with 18 field goals went inside the rainbows, but the offensive rebounds went in favor of Mikawa Seahorses, but in total 52 to 44. Kawasaki Brave Thunders winning that stat along with the assists. Well, it was just that kind of game here this evening. These two teams really battled it out. Well, 85 to 59 in the end of the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. A huge, huge win for them, and they'll be going in tomorrow's game with a lot of confidence. Well, there are the top scorers, of course. Kumagaye with 13. Pablo Aguilar with 14 and 16 there for Yuma Fuji. And Anthony Lawrence leading all scorers with 19 points, of course. Well, rebounds, of course. Pablo Aguilar with 14, followed up by Jordan Heath with 13, and Nick Fazekas only one rebound away from a double-double, but again, that won't be what he's thinking about right now. Well, the key matchup, of course, only 6 points there for Avi Schaffer, who really struggled this evening. Remember, he's shooting a very impressive percentage from the perimeter, but we didn't see too much perimeter shooting there from Avi Schaffer so far here this evening. Well, a lot of games you can see here tonight in the B-League. There are some Ibaraki Robots. They'll be in action along with the Ryoko Golden Kings, Osaka Vesa. So a lot of games here to watch live B-League basketball as Tokyo Alvak will be taking on Utsunomiya Brex. And that's how it's looking right now here for the playoffs in the B-League Championship. Remember, it'll be the best of 3 in these series, of course, and see how these teams play out and sort of go about their business here. Remember, this is B-League basketball. Well, we thank you for joining us here in the city of Kariya. But for now, it is Ayasumi Nasai. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you for